We got an email here. I'm going to read a few of them today. From Old Sailor 81, who writes, Pastor Manning, this communication is for the purpose of bringing to your attention the results of a nearly 3-year search conducted by myself and 2 court clerks of all the public information databases and the Superior Court archives across the U.S. We searched for evidence of a legally adjudicated name change for Barry Soetoro. We searched all of the Superior Court archives of every state. There is no evidence that Soetoro ever filed a petition for legal name change. As you might know, when a legally adjudicated name change is granted by the court, it automatically becomes public information. And the PI databases pick it up immediately. There's no evidence of a name change having ever been granted to Barry Soetoro. When he entered Occidental, he was financially assisted by our foreign student program. He received the assistance in the name of Barry Soetoro. This means that Barry Soetoro was and still is his legal name. He was without a doubt unable to reinstate his alleged birth surname because a certified copy of a legally valid birth certificate must accompany the petition for name change. That said, he cannot be legally married to Michelle either. Otherwise, her surname would be Soetoro, not Obama. We search the interim time period from 1980 to 2000. So he cannot even be the legally elected President of the United States of America either. This is an excellent piece, Old Sailor 81. You have pointed out that Obama has never legally changed his name. Now, I don't have documented evidence, but I just want to throw this in, then I'm going to go through point by point your statements regarding this fraud. I'm convinced that Obama was disbarred by the Illinois State Bar because they searched as well and could not find that Obama changed his name from Barry Soetoro to Barack Obama, under which he applied for a law license. Do I have documented proof of that? No. But I have great suspicions that that's why they disbarred him, because he could not prove that he had changed his name from Barry Soetoro to Barack Obama. And the records that he presented in his quest licensing to practice law indicated at one time he had been Barry Soetoro. So that's my 2 cents worth to your brilliant presentation here, Old Sailor 81. But going back to the fact that you have searched every database of all 50 states, all superior courts, which also means if someone changes their name, then the public needs to be made aware of that so the public cannot be left assuming that person who was the person that was Andrew Franks or Frankenstein or whatever is now become Jeremiah Stern and therefore can obfuscate a lot of responsibilities that they incurred as Andrew. So every state has to be made aware of this, and every public office must publish this information. And Old Sailor 81, I've not searched every state, but a large number of other people have searched and they found no name change either. So Obama is a fraud. His name is Barry Soetoro. But here, you pointed up something also critical here. On his birth certificate, allegedly when he was born Barack Obama. So that name was a name that was technically, legally his, even though he was born in Kenya. He was born Barack Hussein Obama. But when his mother married Lolo Soetoro and they traveled to Jakarta, he changed his name and became the adopted son of Lolo Soetoro. And Dr. Jerome Corsi documented that in his book, The Abomination, and showed the actual affidavit that Obama was attending a school as Barry Soetoro And we understand that in order to attend school in Muslim, heavily Muslim Jakarta, Indonesia, that he had to adopt the name of his father. And so when he changed his name to Barry Soetoro, that left the name Barack Obama as a name that was not his name at the time. So when he comes back, theoretically, he comes back to America at the age of 10 years old. He continues the name Barry Soetoro. He goes to school at Punahou as a foreign aid student. He goes to Occidental as a foreign aid student. He never changes his name. Now, allegedly when he goes to Harvard, or allegedly when he goes to Columbia, he changes his name to Barack Obama, or at least that's what he tells people to call him. But he never actually went before a judge or a county clerk and made that official. He just did it. Now, you can say, well, he did it because he just wanted to go back to being Barack Obama. Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't go back to being Barack Obama once you have become Barry Soetoro. You have to get an official name change from Barry Soetoro to Barack Obama. And you so eloquently pointed out the reason why he couldn't go back to being Barack Obama by going to a clerk's office, because he would have had to present a valid birth certificate, of which he did not have. And so therefore he had to just say I'm Barack Obama and not change his name legally back to Barack Obama. But it gets even more interesting. If he has not legally changed his name, which he has not done, and according to your research, and according to research of Orly Tates and other people, including Doug Vogt, there is no information in any court record anywhere that Obama ever changed his name. So really, he shouldn't be called Obama. And if he's operating under an assumed name, then he can't be called President Obama. He's President Soetoro. But he's not that, because the Constitution bars him, having being a foreigner and having dual citizenship, the Constitution bars him from actually running for president. So it gets even more ugly as it goes along. His uncle, Oyango Obama, who lived in Cambridge, Massachusetts, has testified to the Boston Globe publication that Obama lived with him for a brief time when he went to Harvard to study law, and that Obama told Oyango Obama that he was studying at Harvard under a foreign aid student scholarship. Charles Rangel said the same thing on New York One. So if he was studying as a foreign aid student there at Harvard, that means he had a dual citizenship, and the Constitution precludes him or prevents him forever running to be the president of the United States. And all this is perfectly clear evidence. There's no, you have to go search it. It's all perfectly clear evidence for anybody who wants to know the truth. And yet, no one will investigate. People are allowing this to go forward. But I can tell you, it's not going to stand. It just isn't going to stand. There's no way anything as salacious as this. And here, the black people are in for a rude awakening. Black people, the only thing black people can do right is wrong. Remember that as a slogan going forward. But black people are in for a rude awakening to discover that they still don't have a black president. Hey, Maya Angelou and Toni Morrison, who first prophesied Bill Clinton as the first black president, you still don't have one because Obama ain't one. And this thing is so convoluted, it's going to unravel. He's not even married. If he got married to Michelle, the fist bump under the name Obama, that's an illegal name. That means their marriage is illegal. This is a mess beyond a mess. So, Old Sailor 81, we thank you very much for bringing this to our attention. And to the American people, this will not remain hidden. It's just too salacious. There are too many people involved. There are too many people who are sitting at Harvard, Columbia, Occidental, and Punahou, and every place else Obama has trod, who saw him sign in as Barry Soetoro, who knows that he was a foreign aid student, but because of Disclosure and Freedom of Information Act, against freedom of information, his records have been sealed. But there are too many loose lips out there that know that Obama is a fraud from way back when, and it's just going to unravel. Unlike the Kennedy assassination or the King assassination, there are just too many amateur people involved in this process that know Obama is a fraud, and at some point, these loose lips are going to sink Obama's ship. I'm James David Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant.
All true, all the time. The Manning Report is sure to blow your mind. Just let me hear you sing. He's gonna make your day. Just listen to the word.